And then yesterday, last night, comments started coming in on my YouTube channel. I want to talk a little bit about how people should behave when commenting, and that they should remember that there's actually people on the other side of the keyboard and the screen that they address the comments to.
And yeah, I think this is going to be upsetting. So don't make me come over there and beat you up. Not you, Morton.
Because about a little bit over a year ago, I released a video about the Magitena, which is a commercially made Rubikov antenna by M0 CVO. And then yesterday, this blew up because the private man 3301, which he states he have no affiliation with Mike Zero CVO, and he's totally unconnected with him in any way. But he despises me talking about this antenna, and there's nothing that states magic on the antenna. I would state otherwise, though, because when you call an antenna Magitena, it's certainly a wordplay on magic. So I replied to him, explained to him that it's a 421 with a 7.6 meter radiating wire, makes it a Rubikov. And I've never said that it's a bad antenna, but there's no magic in it and all that. And then, as I usually do, I thank the trolls for their input. And then because Tim, Golf 5 Tango Mike, also commented on the same video. So apparently Tim has lost a subscriber now due to him liking my video. And he's just as bad as me for making an antenna, a video about this antenna. But it doesn't stop there, though. Then he goes on to comment back on me that I'm the only person saying that there's magic in it, and that I chuckled in the video because I said it's just a box with a 421, which it technically is. What it doesn't mention, though, is that I say at the end of the video that the antenna is a decent performer.
So it turns out that the Magitena from M0 CVO antennas isn't really magical. It's just a box with a 421 balun and 7.6 meter vertical, or in other words, Rubikov. But I figured out that if you put it vertically and you got a good ground plane, it actually performs pretty well.
So I got a little bit mad and I got him to shut up with this comment because the people that make ham radio content like us, we don't really make any money of it. We actually spend a lot of our free time and a lot of money to make this content. Comments don't really hit me at all, but this comment actually kept me awake for a little bit last night because it seems like he's watched the video, but I don't really see how he can say that I'm spiteful of Mike Zero CVO or anything. And I just wish people could actually understand that there's people spending a decent amount of money and time to make videos on YouTube and make amateur radio content, and most of us don't make a dime doing it.
No, and also Magitena, the first thing I think about there is magic.
Yeah,
like that is a wordplay on that word, basic. That there's no other way to look at it.
And Stewart says that the British courts are likely to find that Magitena implies some magical properties.
Yeah.
But the thing is here, though, I actually like this antenna.
Mm.
I think it's overpriced. I've stated that a lot of times. It's way overpriced for being a 41 with 7.6 meters of wire, but it's a good antenna. It's well built. It's well constructed.
I was just going to mention that it does sometimes it becomes off-putting because there's a lot of community support here. You guys have some people watching right now. I don't know how many. I can't see those numbers. But also you have people who consistently watch your videos, join your Discord, and it's really appreciated. Although it's very difficult sometimes to be able to show your face and to keep coming back into this genre when there could be some really nasty comments. And sometimes I feel personally really saddened that I have a hard time looking at my comments now. So there's people asking questions in there, and sometimes like I won't respond for months because the trolls have gotten into my head is what I'm trying to say. And I recognize that we have such a great support group. We have a great community. Those comments are borderline obsessive compulsive. and the fact that he had to keep going at it and going at it, but that's not doing any good for the community itself. We could just ignore it, but sometimes we're humans too, like you just mentioned.
Yep. Okay, we show ourselves on YouTube for a varying amount of people, and people sometimes think they have an impression of who you are, but when it all comes down to it, we're just regular people enjoying making content.